Penang, an island with history, beautiful beaches, and hauntings. In this video, you'll get to know the 5 most haunted places in Penang. Be sure to subscribe and let's give this video 400 likes. Be sure to leave a comment below and tell me if you've experienced anything supernatural in your life. 100 Years Mansion. Inspired by the peaceful lakes in China, combined with the beauty and serenity of canals and bridges in Venice, Kapitan Chung Tai Pin had created the 100 Years Mansion, also known as Rilau Villa. He had designed a swimming pool at the very center of the mansion that is surrounded by rooms. The haunting tale began when a girl from a wealthy family had fallen in love with a poor local man. Her wealthy family, of whom originated from Hong Kong, disapproved her love. In depression, the girl took her own life in the swimming pool of the villa. People believe that the girl still haunts the villa till this day. People often used to visit the villa, but with many horrific claims of seeing a girl dressed in white, sounds of a girl's cry and screaming, the villa has its entries closed and abandoned. The 99-door mansion. Built in the late 1800s, isolated by a palm oil plantation, the wealthy Ramsden family, who owned a rubber plantation at the time, had built a mansion with 99 doors. In 1948, expected to happen due to a jealous competitor, John Sentmore Ramsden was shot twice in the head at the steps of his home. His tragic death was the start of something supernatural. What happened to the rest of the Ramsden family was really unclear, but most people believe that they had been killed by the Japanese, who later used the mansion for military purposes. The mansion had later been taken over by a Malaysian witch doctor, also known as a Bomo, one who has connection with spirits, who has used the mansion as a gateway to the other world. People who lived around the area often hear inhuman growls, screaming, and even ritual drums playing in that house. Some people have tried visiting the mansion after 6 p.m. who have reportedly even found the 100th door. This door is believed to be a gateway to the other world. In 2013, a paranormal investigating team had entered the building to discover some creepy, unexplained facts that they caught on camera. Here's what they caught on tape. Are they spirits caught on camera? Or is it just our brain that's actually playing a trick on us? I'll leave that up for you to decide. Vale of Temp, also known as Jalan Lembah Permai, named after a gorge in northern Thessaly in Greece, a winding road that links Tanjung Bunga and Fetis Park, is known for its notorious accidents that occur. Since its construction in the early 1900s, many accidents have occurred, with many even crashing down into the ravine. Over the years, many landslides have even occurred, causing almost an entire section of the road to collapse, which was eventually rebuilt. One story had reported on the Star News of a man who had crashed his car after seeing a woman in white standing in the middle of the road, while another claims that the woman in white was sitting beside him in the car, causing him to crash in panic. Other stories include a man riding a bicycle in the middle of the road who would suddenly disappear, and a woman in white watching you as you drive past. In 1980, some joggers had found a badly decomposed body of a girl that had been dumped into the ravine. Police reported that a husband had found his lover's body, who was pregnant, hanging in the middle of the bathroom, as they confirmed it as suicide. In panic, he had dumped her body down the ravine. Some locals believe that when a pregnant lady dies in a tragic death and is not properly buried, could lead to the soul turning into an evil spirit, or as some locals call it, a Pontianak. The beautiful sceneries and cooling weather having the fastest way up to be by tram, which makes it to be the most well-known tourist attraction of Penang. But what most people don't know about Penang Hill is all the hauntings that actually take place. The Brothers Bungalow is most notorious for its story of a headless priest which roams between rooms. The priest was even seen in a black robe floating off the ground. One had even claimed that the showers had suddenly turned into blood. One of the creepiest stories of two boys who had stayed in one of the rooms overnight, who woke up pale, in fear, and having a fever. They had reportedly seen a priest having his hands tied behind his back, who was accompanied by a Japanese soldier who was holding a sword. The Japanese soldier had pushed the priest down on his knees, raised his sword, and took a swing at the priest's neck. They then suddenly vanished. Penang War Museum, located on the infamous Ghost Hill, also known as Bukit Hantu in Malay, getting its name from the gruesome history of what happened during World War II. In the 1930s, Ghost Hill was the last coastal defense and fortification built by the British in Malaya, but was later invaded by the Japanese. The Japanese had actually used this area as a torture chamber for both civilians and prisoners of war. After the World War, the fortress was abandoned. In 2002, Penang War Museum was created on Ghost Hill and is currently known to be the largest war museum in Southeast Asia, as well as the only war museum to ever be located in a tropical rainforest. Due to its history behind the war museum, people have heard soldiers marching through the area, voices of men shouting in agony, and many even to swear to have seen the World War II soldiers standing and staring them down. The War Museum is known to be Asia's top 10 most haunted places, which has even been featured on Nat Geo in the TV show I Wouldn't Go In There. The Penang War Museum is definitely a creepy place to visit, as it holds tools of torture used during the World War. It's definitely a place for the brave to visit. Again, please leave a comment below and tell me the story of your most haunted encounter. Also, let's give this video 400 likes to help me bring you greater and more interesting videos. Big eyes, flies in the sky, it's Wise Defies. See you in the next video.